All right, beautiful people. So I'm back. I was doing Taurus and I was talking about 4 different transits basically. This is Queen Sereda, your host. The website's naturallyhighlife.com. Let's see if I can get this to zoom in. Yeah. And then it's Queen_Sereda on Instagram. Please follow me on there. I'd love to see ya. Yeah, it's time for me to post on there because I haven't been on social media like that. I've been focused on getting these videos out every single day pretty much, y'all. And I've been enjoying it. And I've been only doing it when I'm divinely inspired. And I'll talk to you about that process if you want to know how I get my videos out every day. Now, Queen of Pentacles we were talking about for Taurus. And what I was going to say was there's a woman that is there and available for you that you can call upon to assist you. But you've got to let them know that you're in help. You're in need of some help, even though you usually own it and you're the queen and all this stuff. And we've got Queen of Pentacles. You are either helping someone out or somebody's coming in to help you. Foundations, changing, cycle. A cycle's ending with the number 9 of clubs. Creativity. It seems like it's weak, it's low, it's not really thriving right now. Give it some time. You've got the energy to do it. You've got it to get it done. You've got to do some things, play some things, be around some things that remind you of how creative you can be and how wonderful when it is that you put your mind to something that you bring things together. It's a beautiful thing to see. So that is your message for you, Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the next sign, which keeps hiding from me. And that is going to be right here. You are divinely guided. That's the other message I'm getting. Divinely guided. Call on divine protection if you feel as though you need to do that. Or get ready to plan to move on to something else because there is new energy here for you available. You cannot run from growing and getting better though. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm being told. You can't run away from getting better. You know, nobody really can do that. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Gemini for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull this real quick because Gemini. All right, we've got the King of Pentacles here. We also had another card pop out of the deck, which had to do with the 3 of Cups. I'm only going to pull one of the playing cards because we've got 2 here. I'm only doing 3 per sign. 9 of Clubs again. You've been learning lessons the hard way. And this is telling you now to go ahead and begin to focus on some things you can celebrate, to celebrate the long journey from where you've already come from, because all these cups symbolize things that you're passionate about. This is a way for you to document and to look at, if you've been someone that kept like voice recordings or you've been writing things down, revisit those so you can see what your passions are, so you can stay on task and on target. Gemini's traveling heavily on the list for you. And then Mercury is back direct, and that rules the sign that has to do with Virgo and Gemini. And so with Mercury moving direct, your communications could seem a lot better now. This card, every time I see it, I'm reminded of Mercury. I have a lot of light going on here apparently. But yeah, you see his hat, the Mercury hat. Through giving information, through expanding, through being the messenger that you are, riches, wealth, prosperity come. Through doing what you're passionate about. Love is another thing that is hindering some of your successes. You're too focused on the other person, the other persons involved. For some of you that are single and you are dating up more than one person, focus on yourself more now, Gemini. Sorry about the dogs barking. The dog just is addicted to barking at this point. This is the next set of cards for the next sign that we're going to go ahead and do here. Let me see if I can get this all in this video. Cancer. Cancer, we've got a Jack of Spades. Who is this person to you that has turned their back on you, who seems to be moving on without you? Who is it that is this person that seems to be looking in the future to where your life is going, and they aren't really paying attention to their own life? This person has come together with you because they want to be with you in a relationship. You are going to go through a lot of ups and downs for some of you before you realize that this person is divinely for you. Yeah, divinely for you, or your divine selection. You're going to go through a lot of ups and downs before you figure that out, that this person is here to bring out the best in you. You've got to make a decision. You cannot sit on the fence and go back and forth without there being some sort of a delay in your blessings, because you want this person, but are they different now? For some of you, is this person different now than they used to be? And what do you want, and what do you deserve? What do you desire? You're going to be making a decision, especially since Mercury is direct now. All right, the next sign we've got is going to be Leo. Leo, this one's saying for you to meditate on the cards that I pull and not even say too much, because you're going to know what this is talking about. Well, we got the Joker card, and we've got the Fool card, and we've got the Three of Wands and the Fool. This is from the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, and this is just my regular playing card deck, but I have two decks together. All right, y'all. So the Fool card coming up for you, Leo. You've got new beginnings times 10 times 100. You are being asked to close your circle to begin again. You are on the path of realization, remembering who you are. Some of you got a baby coming on the way. New doorways are opened up. And as far as your career is concerned, you're ready to be the boss, and you're not taking any sort of losses that you've had before. You are stepping into your power. This is plans attained. This is it's making the decision. You got multiple decisions, but first, the Fool card, then this card. So there's just an inability to make a decision. They said, what feels like paradise to you? That's all they told me. What feels like paradise to you? And to go home and finish something, your messages. Virgo. See if I can get this before I get somebody interrupting and coming to the door. Virgo. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got Mercury moving back direct. That's the Knight of Swords. The swords have to do with communication with the air energy of Mercury. So we got the Queen of Hearts, and we have the Five of Diamonds. So money is all up on your mind now. Money, getting the money, bringing in the money, wishes, attainments. Why? Because you've given a freaking lot. Virgos have given a lot. Virgos have sacrificed their time like crazy. You may feel like an old maid at this point because you've given so much. If you haven't learned how to give to yourself, I suggest going to the videos about self-care and self-love in my playlist. I got it for you right there. I might have to finish this video and do a part 3, but if I do, just stay tuned. I'm going to be coming right back and doing that, okay? Now, 5 of Diamonds, the money, the prosperity. Yes. Treating yourself with love, treating yourself with self-care. This can be a man as well. But with the Knight of Swords, your speech and your commanding skills and your ideas, your concepts, you're gathering together with other people to exchange and to make things better and to make things more perfect is definitely divinely planned and orchestrated. And this is something that you're really wanting to do. In social media, I see some of you all getting together, creating different types of groups, maybe on Facebook or whatever, but having discussions about things that really are things that you would love to see changed in the world. And the very best thing, one of the best ways to do that is through showing other people what you're doing to change the world and to improve it. And people are going to be inspired and want to join you and talk about this. But this can seem like a time where you're doubting yourself. You don't know how many different details and steps you need to take in creating this, whatever this creation is that you have or projects. There's a lot of them. Choose a couple, set some deadlines, move towards them, and trust your person. Ask for guidance, divinely given guidance from your guides, ancestors, angels. You cannot be led away from what it is that you want. These projects are successful if you are going to keep on visualizing the best. That is the way you'll get through this time. So money, love for sure is there. The way to move forward with the love thing, though, is requiring honesty, but in a loving way. Be careful, mindful of the way that you say what you say. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, I swear. All right, the next sign we're going to do, because we got a little bit of time, we got Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. The dogs are really loving this reading outside. That's why, you know what? Libra. Oh, Libra. 2 cards for you. Why would you get the same card as Virgo? Because you're right next to Virgo in a astrology chart in the order of it. 5 of Clubs, the Fool card, and the Knight of Swords. New beginnings. New beginnings as far as your creativity, your balance, your spirituality. And then you're ready to connect with other people in such a way that you're usually a loner. But for some reason, there's this desire to branch out and to chit chat with people and really to interview them and to see exactly what these people love about this life. You're getting started on a new journey, new beginnings, just like it was Leo that is. This can seem daunting, scary. You may be feeling some fear in your body, your person's body. And it seems like a mystery as to if indeed, okay, there we go. If indeed this is really going to come to pass. This was the same card that was given for Virgo. This was one of them. This is talking about your ideas and concepts that you're bringing to the surface and giving the attention to them that they deserve. It's also somebody who's looking in the past at things that have not worked and then creating from a space where they understand their failures before or things that didn't work, and then they're placing the energy on the attainments of now, changing things, making things better, getting into the flow of the joy of it, not taking things so seriously. Also for you Libras, things manifest very easily for Libras when they get into the mood of adventure, joy, spontaneity, without feeling like you're overwhelmed and burdened and feeling challenged. Goal setting. There was someone who was supposed to really set some goals that's listening to this. You've dropped the ball. You're really blaming yourself. They're saying to let that go and just begin again. Start all over again. Do it again. You only have this one life unless you want to come back again. So they're saying to Be content and appreciate the work that you've done. Great works you've done so far, and you shall do more. That's what they said. Scorpio. Scorpio, new beginnings. The Fool card came out for you. Oh my gosh. And the other card that came up for you, sorry if my hair is hitting the microphone, guys. I do apologize. And let me plug back in the phone charger. There, now we're back on. So for you, Scorpio, let me pull one more card here because I have the Nine of Cups. Well, one card just shot out of the deck. So I'm going to give you that. Two of Clubs. You've been fighting for a long time, some of you, and have not wanted to have a relationship. You can't run from one now. There's somebody who is very smitten by you, or very much so loves the way that you do what you do, your style, the way that you present yourself, your confidence, and your watery nature. The fact that you get off a lot of times on uncomfortable, scary things that are uncomfortable and scary for other people, but you just look at it as a change or transformation, fun. And when you have this energy, and you've learned how to share your beautiful energy with the world, whether it's good or not, or whether you approve of it completely or not, this is the result. You're being divinely led towards your passions, and in career especially, but for some of you all, it's really having to do with the fact that you've been so-called playing for a long time, or looking at life through younger eyes, or eyes that just don't think about the fact that this life does end at some point. You know, it transitions. You're saying, I've achieved these things, or these are things that you're going to achieve. You're setting your sights high and wide. But then you're starting with something that you've wanted to do for a long time, but you've been doubting it. Your confidence hasn't been there, but you're throwing that out the window, and you're just going to basically throw caution to the wind and give it all the best try that you can. This is wondrous energy here, though. I'm feeling like power, paradise. As you restructure, there's something that feels burdensome to you that you've let go of, though, that has been holding you back for a minute, and I see you let it go. I see you let it go. And the thing that comes in for you on this new beginning, this new job, this new career, something to do with love, prosperity coming through love. Yeah. This total newness going on. Sagittarius. Card jumped out for you, making decisions. Decisions are underway for you, Sagittarius. Two of Wands. Straight jumped out the deck. And even though I shuffled the deck, we've got the Nine of Cups for you, Sagittarius, also. Making a decision on several different things, passions. What pulls you? What do you feel in your soul center? What do you feel in your core? If you were to die tomorrow, what is it that you would want to be remembered for? What is it? Write it down. There's something that you're looking at that you're only looking at through your own eyes, from your own perspective. And this is a time for you to be able to widen your perspective, which Sagittarius can do, being ruled by Jupiter, which is expansive by nature anyway, so you will own this energy. The card here that is going to have to do with the overall guidance. My hair is like all over the mic. I don't know. I don't know, guys. For Sagittarius, the Three of Hearts. The Three of Hearts is definitely creative energy. It's working with spirit. It is recognizing that you're not alone, and that you have an entourage with you that helps you to complete things and get things done. You're not doing anything unless you're divinely inspired by it. You're not going to be doing any moving forward unless it is on the things that you're passionate about, goals that you set for yourself, things that you've written down, not just some random stuff like in the past. You see this, you see that, you get too interested in too many different things and lose direction. I know I've been there and done that many a days. Now there's a time where you're focusing. You have only a couple things to choose from at this point, and then you are on your way. The attainment is happening now, especially during this new moon that is in Aries. Some of you have no idea of the powerful energy you have now to take advantage of, especially with you being a sun sign, Sagittarius. This is your time. That's what I'm being led to tell you. This is your time. This is your time. Right now, the other thing that is lacking, I'm feeling, is in the love department because of the Three of Hearts. Didn't even see that, but I felt it. Three of Hearts, there's a lack of love, and there's an inability to work together, to cooperate. Speak the words that are going to attract what you want into your life. Even if that person is already in your life, you may want a divine partner, someone who's a sacred partner, someone who reflects who you are on any given day in a positive way. It starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you. And you already know that, though. You already know. But for love to take place, the other thing that you may want to do during this time, too, is some spell work. And I'm not talking about just doing spell work on somebody else, although, hey, do spell work how you want to do it. But do a spell on the situation. Do a spell on yourself to change your vibration and energy. You can do this in a couple of minutes. All right. And so, I'm sending you this now. You may feel it. All right, because you are creating something huge, and you're like going back and forth with it, sometimes. But new moons are like that. You're gonna not maybe feel as confident about it as you normally would. Things are just starting off. It's just being built. It's not complete yet. Okay, and it's already started in the invisible plane. It's not manifested physically, but it's already in the invisible. You got to act as if it's already done. Sagittarius, manifestor, y'all already know. Capricorn. Capricorn, for you. We've got the Ten of Hearts. We've got the King of Diamonds. And then lastly, we've got the Six of Swords. So moving away from difficult situations to a smooth place, smooth sailing, smooth waters. Taking a deep breath, enjoying the surroundings, taking in the new scenery. Sighing with relief that the bullshit from the past is back there and you don't have to deal with it no more. The King of Diamonds. Some of you all are very much so uncomfortable with taking the lead in your relationships and dating. I'm getting that, even though I'm holding up this card. But it has to do with somebody who's stubborn, who's not really working with you, or you may be that person. If somebody doesn't want to work with the other person, then what are they there for? What are they there for? Somebody that's not really wanting to work with the other person, you got to ask yourself, does this person really want to work with me, or do I really want to work with them? And are you spinning your wheels, looking to move away from this person when actually you may need to stay there? because you really love them and care about them and want to be with them. Where's the frustration coming from? And how can you generate this love again in your life? I see that things have reached a pivotal peak of understanding. Within a few weeks' time, some of you have already made the decision that you already know you're moving across town, you're moving across the city, you're moving across the country, because you know what's divinely for you, and you realize that you have missed the mark. It's not right where you are, and you've got to go where it is. Physically, go where it is to be around it, because you're wanting more. Naturally, you would. Naturally, you would, and you deserve it. So keep moving to calmer waters. Use what you already have in your tool belt from the last 2 years to keep being unstuck and moving forward. The only reason why you didn't move forward before is because you weren't ready, you didn't want to. Now that you are ready and you want to, look at the ideas, the things you've already been writing down, and choose from those. Because some of you are creating videos, creative projects, and things like that. You think you got to go out and learn something new. No, don't recreate the wheel. Don't waste your time and do that, because it's already been done. Okay? And enlist the help of someone wiser than you on it. Take a class, but do something that lets the universe know, or you know, that what you want is on its way to you. All right? Vision board it, speak it, affirm it multiple times a day. Capricorn. For Capricorn, we got someone who is feeling like they're bound and tied by their situation. They're discovering the fact that they are learning. They are the teacher, but they are being taught by other people, and they don't like the lessons that they've been taught recently, because they seem kind of harsh. Huge self-discovery for you, Capricorn, and that's why a card jumped out of the deck. It's very fiery time for you. 9 of Spades.